You're watching for Jaspo TV, Haitian American Television on the Move, Channel 18.9, Miami, Broward, Channel 11.4, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast.
Real talk.
Welcome everyone to Real Talk with Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I am Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for streaming, for watching, for supporting, for sharing, for commenting on our various episodes. If you would like to be a guest on Real Talk, please make sure that you send us a message either at our social media platform, ESSI Consultants, or through the platform of For Jaspo TV. Again, you're tuned in to Mind Your Business. You tuned in to Real Talk with Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I am Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I'll be right back.
Real talk. She's so cool and she rocks. Italian Piauri, name Italian Piauri. Let's go. She's so cool and she rocks. She's so cool and she rocks. Real talk.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I am Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I thank you for all your support. I thank you for always listening and streaming and sharing our shows. We like when you make comments because it tells us what we're doing good and what we need to work on. There's always room for improvement. So today my guest on Real Talk is going to introduce himself. He's going to tell you what he does. He's going to tell you why he got into the industry that he's in. And then he'll give you a little pointer if you were to desire or have a want or a passion to go into that same industry, some of the shortcuts. That way you don't have to spend 5, 10, 12, 13 years to get to from point A to point B, but he can give you some shortcuts, some things that he did that helped him pivot or that helped him get to where he's at today. You're watching, you're listening to, you're streaming to Real Talk with Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I am Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS, and I'm going to welcome my guests. Welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome to my living room of Real Talk.
All right. Hello, I am Jackie Pompee.
Jackie Pompee.
Yes. I am an insurance broker.
You're an insurance broker?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my office is in Delray. Delray is 1483 South Congress Avenue in Delray Beach, Florida.
Okay.
So over there we offer all kind of insurance. We do health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, and home insurance also.
Okay. So you cover the home, you cover the car, you cover the health, and you cover the retirement.
Yes.
So let's see if we can get this in order. So you're born, you get health insurance.
Yes.
You grow up and you get all fancy, you get your degrees and you buy a house.
Wow, exactly.
Well, actually you can buy a car before you buy a house. So you buy a car, so you get car insurance.
Exactly.
And then you make enough money, you buy a house, then you get house insurance.
Yes.
And then we're going to die.
Before die, you get.
So before you die, you get life insurance.
Life insurance.
So let's talk about being an insurance broker. What does that mean?
An insurance broker is someone who hears, to provide a type of insurance. So that it all depends. Some people take only health. Some people take like life insurance. But in Delray Insurance, or I am me, Jackie, so I take I cover all the insurance because I see that in the community we need those type of service, those type of people who knows those fields to serve better the community.
And I like that you say that, because if I come to you and I get my health insurance, you can talk to me about, okay, yes, you're protecting your health, but you have children, you have a spouse, or you have a business, so you want to protect them in case something happens to you.
Exactly.
So the health insurance will protect you if you get sick, or preventive care before you get sick. But then the life insurance can help protect your family, in case something happens to you.
Yeah, so that's why we do that, and we have all in. It's like a package, all in one.
Okay.
So when you get to the office, when you meet me or one of my agent working there in my office, so we educate you. What is it health insurance, what is life insurance, what's car, why do you need to have them,
what type of car insurance do you need.
Exactly. So when you are there, it's like a marketplace. You will there, and then you know that you are with professional people who tells you exactly what it is. So you don't have to go different places to get what you got. Sometimes you come confused when you go to different places. You listen to different people, you're like confused. But when you sit down with someone who knows all the fields and tell you, okay, this is what you are now, this is where we're gonna be, this is all the steps we're gonna take. So that's why in Delray Insurance over there, we sat down with those people, with the customer, with the friends. You can come for consultation. You sometimes it's like a free consultation we give to the people, to let them know why it's important to have health insurance, why it's important to have life insurance, and why it's important to have to protect your asset also.
Exactly, asset protection.
Exactly.
Okay, so you say you're an insurance broker. So there's insurance agents and you're a broker. So what's the difference?
When you're a broker is when you run all those, you cover all those insurance, and you have your own business, you mind your own business. So when you have like an agent is working in a brokerage insurance, so like in my office I got different people working in my office, so like as agent, so me as I cover everything, and I run my own business. So that's now you're talking about as a broker, because
so you're your own nationwide.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, I just wanted to get a picture, because people need to understand that there's agents and then there's brokers.
Exactly.
Just like there's real estate agent and there's real estate brokers.
Exactly.
There's financial agent and financial brokers. I get it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you brokerage the firm, and you have your own firm, and then you have agents working with you.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So looking back, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Correct.
So if they don't know you, this is your opportunity to help them get to know you.
Correct.
And then this will be an opportunity also on Real Talk for them to like you.
Yeah.
And then hopefully
they will.
Hopefully
sit down with you.
Hopefully
to be honest, I thank you. When you called me this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, can I refuse? I cannot refuse you. I said, I was so busy. I'm so busy. I said, no, I cannot let that show pass. So I cannot let you pass the day with the opportunity. So I said, okay. So let me go. I didn't ask any questions.
You didn't. That's what I was saying to my producer. I said, because we had another person scheduled, and I said, let me call Jackie, see what he's doing. I need to step in. I need to, like when the movies, when they need a stunt man, you my stunt man. I need you to come here and shine. So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Good. Thank you. I have to thank you, because you offer me that opportunity to present to people who I am and what am I doing in my business. So in their community, they know Delray Insurance, but your platform, as we know, is a very big platform. Now I know I will have more people coming to my office.
So I'll be expecting a check.
Sure, definitely. You deserve that.
So let's get people to get to know you. So growing up, what was your dream? What was your aspiration?
My aspiration was I wanted to be a lawyer.
A lawyer? What kind of lawyer?
As how do I say that? Is to go to to take charge of the people, you know, because my grandfather, he was a lawyer also back then. So when I was like 14, I used to go to the court with him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, since 14, I was to go to the court with him. So he couldn't get to the thing. So when we got, since we are home, we get everything ready, and then when he said, okay, according to that article, so I take the book and I read the article.
Oh wow,
So
he was training you.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
cool.
Since I was 14, I managed the cabinet. So I was doing everything. So that's why everybody is in my family, my friends, they know that
you're going to be a lawyer.
But you know, life
was lifing. What did life do to you, Jackie? Talk to us. So what happened? How come you didn't go the lawyer route?
So, and then finally, when I have one of my best friend from school, and then Shirley Bisret is one of the best entrepreneur that I know. That man is so intelligent. And then he said, you know, Jackie, I think we should go to the insurance business.
Okay.
And then I said, no, you know me, you know that
I want to be a lawyer.
He said, you know, forget about that. If you want to be a lawyer, you will have time to do that, but let's go to the insurance field.
Okay.
So he take me. I said, okay, no problem. I'll go. And then, so finally, here we are. And then we build, we have actually like three offices.
Okay.
You know, we have one in Delray, we have one in Orlando, and actually we are building one in Belgrade.
Okay.
You know,
so you're doing a franchise? Are you going to do it a franchise, or they each are standalone offices?
No, we have we have them all together like a franchise. We're gonna do.
So you have Delray Insurance Place.
Delray Insurance.
What's the one in Orlando Insurance Place?
Yes, Orlando Insurance Place.
And then Belgrade Insurance Place.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be Insurance Place, and then the franchise, and then the different locations.
Different locations.
Okay,
yeah.
good for
So
you.
this is what we're doing actually.
Good for
So
you.
this is where we are. So that's why actually now I'm in the insurance field.
And you okay with that?
I am okay.
You don't have that itch that want to go to lawyer school.
Yeah, I still want to go. I still want to go. You know, yeah, sure, definitely. But I'll just take in some times. But I still want to, even to become just a lawyer, not to go to the, you know, to the court. Even I'm not going to the court.
So even if you don't practice, okay,
yeah,
but at least you understand the laws and you have your
exactly, because I know that I got that skill.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that I got it.
Well, you also found out that you have another skill too, which is insurance.
Yeah.
So now your firm in Delray and Orlando and Belgrade cover all four: health, life, and then auto and home.
Home, exactly.
Okay.
So we have different things also in the
so you provide other services.
Other services, yeah.
And every single one of them, or let's just talk about Delray.
Yeah, it's same thing. Every place that we open is the same thing.
Okay.
You know, it's like we open it like a marketplace. So you come in and you get all
everything you need.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about everything you need that you have in Delray. Besides the four insurance. So what else do you have?
We offer immigration services also.
Okay. Well, that's the lawyer in you. I can see that. Okay.
Yeah. So we offer immigration services, and we offer tax services also. We do tax. You know, so this is basically what we have.
So you do immigration and taxes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we have also notary service. So you know, when you get there, you know, you find what you got. This is the basic things.
Translation?
No, actually no, we don't have translation now.
Okay.
But soon we will have it.
I'm just asking because you're giving me the same vibe of some other offices that I know that has translation. Because usually when you have immigration, sometimes translation works with that.
Exactly.
Because the documents are in different languages.
Exactly. So actually we work with an office with it's next to us. So when we have those translation
they do that.
Yes.
Oh, that's
exactly.
good.
So.
Listen, I love collaboration.
Exactly.
Listen, there's 8 billion people on this earth.
Correct.
One, you and I cannot service all their needs.
All their needs, exactly.
We cannot service everybody.
Exactly.
So yeah, let everybody eat.
Yeah. So we work together. We don't have any party. So we refer them people. So like
they refer them to you.
exactly.
That's the way it should be.
Exactly.
Those are
So-
usually called affiliate marketers.
Exactly.
Those are people that are they're affiliated with you,
Mhm.
and they market for you.
Exactly.
Because if they
Mhm.
come and they're getting the translation and they need immigration work, they
Mhm.
say, "Oh, go next door.
Yeah, exactly.
Go see Jackie."
This is what we do, and so we like open with everybody. Even if when someone come to us, we have a service that we don't provide. We find who's having that service to refer that.
I'm going to pause you right there.
Okay.
So I'm going to look into my camera. Jackie said, even if someone comes to us and they ask for a service that we don't have, we find somebody. Well, we have a platform here for Jasper TV called What Do You Need? So on Tuesday nights, I don't know if we're going to change the night, but on Tuesday nights is when we normally stream What Do You Need on the radio at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And so if you need anything, you can always call that phone number.
Yeah.
So listen to the radio station so you can get that. But also if you go to Jackie's office, don't go to his office just asking for something else. He provides health insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, and homeowners insurance.
Right.
They also prepare taxes, they notarize documents, and they do immigration work. So if you need translation, he's already telling you next door does it. So if you go to him and you get your car insurance and you need translation, then he'll refer you next door. Because what happened is people will come to you because you're so receptive and use you as their 411. We don't want that because you have that building and you got to pay the bills.
Exactly.
So you need to make money. So come get a service and then ask for something else.
Yes.
All right. So your grandfather was an attorney.
Yes.
He used to be reading the pages of the law books,
Yes.
and now your friend convinced you to start an insurance
Yes,
franchise.
correct.
3 offices later.
Yes.
How many agents do you have in your Delray office?
In the Delray, we have 3 agents.
3 agents.
Yes,
And all 3 of them do homeowners
Yes.
and life insurance,
Yes,
everything?
we train them to do everything.
You train them
also.
to, but don't they have
Exactly.
that license?
Some have health insurance license,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time they do, but under our license. This is how we do it. So they work with us.
Mm-hmm.
They work with us. So they do things under our license. So they're not signing.
Okay.
They're not signing. We just if we have health insurance, so we train them to sit the person they talk with the.
So they do the intake.
Intake.
Okay, but you finalize it.
Exactly. That's
Because I know with the regulations that
Yes.
you have to be a licensed agent to sell the products.
They there they work
They're
with
doing
us.
data entry.
Exactly. They take the intake and finally we
You
finalize
finalize it.
everything.
So then they're not agents. Then.
Yeah.
Are they're licensed?
Yes, for the health insurance, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're licensed for health insurance.
Mhm.
But you say you have 3 agents. Are
Yes.
all 3 agents
Yes.
licensed for
yes,
health,
for,
life?
yes. Health and life.
Health and life.
Yes.
Okay, and then the auto?
Yes. So the auto is me and my other partner.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
we
Okay.
we cover everything. So they receive everything. So but at the end we sign it.
No,
we
I
sign
get
all
it.
the
I get
papers.
it. Because you're the broker.
Yes,
you're,
sure.
you're responsible.
Yeah, correct.
Just like at our office,
Yeah.
we have tax preparers,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, the buck
You
stops
are,
with
yeah,
us.
exactly.
Yeah.
You are responsible.
Yeah,
for
we're
that.
responsible.
Exactly.
Okay,
Mhm.
so you say that you still have the itch
Mhm.
and you still want to eventually go to law school.
Yes.
Are we thinking end of this year? Are we thinking next year? Maybe after you finish finalizing the Belgrade office? What's going on?
That will be soon.
That will be soon.
That will be
Okay.
soon.
All right.
That will be soon.
Because I see how happy you are when you talked about like your grandfather would be in court and
Yeah.
said this is the case of blah 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 versus
Yes.
blah 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 blah, and then you can find the reference in this, and then you stand up
Yeah.
in your big book reading probably in
that's-
French,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, in French.
So that's fun. I
so-
like that you had that exposure.
Oh, that was very nice at the time. So, and I enjoyed it. I think if I went to the law school,
Your
I
grandfather
would
would be very
become
happy.
one of the top-notch lawyers.
Ooh.
I believe that.
Okay.
But
You never know. It's
life
not over.
Things different.
You're breathing. Are you breathing?
Yeah.
You're breathing. So life is not over.
Yeah,
You're still
yeah.
breathing.
No, it's not over.
Yeah.
But all this time, I think, but I can say I feel comfortable where I am actually.
Okay.
And then thanks to Ashley, my friend, who invited me to come to the
Yes.
field, and then we are happy. To be honest, we are happy.
There's no
But
problem with that. No
we
problem
are
with
happy.
that.
But still,
You have that itch.
yeah, I still,
It's the
I
same.
still got that feeling.
It's the same thing with me because when I started going to school, I
Mhm.
wanted to be a mental health counselor.
Mhm.
And so I actually got my bachelor's in psychology.
Mhm.
And then as I was progressing to get my PhD, life was lifing.
Mhm.
So I never finished it. And so I have friends, it's been 20 years. They're like, you still want it? I'm good. I'm not itching.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving room for my kids if they want to go that route.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
good. Okay,
Right.
so you have the 3 offices. Belgrade is not quite finished
No,
yet.
not yet.
But Orlando is set and
Mhm.
stable.
Mhm.
Delray is set and stable.
Yes.
You're working on Belgrade.
Yes.
And then you are going to be going back to school to be a lawyer. So tell us about you. Do you have brothers, sisters?
Yes.
Your parents are still alive? What's the story
Yes,
about you?
Yes, my dad passed away like 2 years ago, and my mom is still there, living there, and then I have 8 brothers and sisters.
8
Yes,
brothers and sisters. So there's 9 of you?
Yes, 9 of us.
Okay.
Yes. And,
Where do you place? What's your
I'm
placement?
6.
You're the 6th?
Yes, I'm the
Okay.
6th. Yeah, that's the family. We have a big family.
I see that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's where we are.
So where's the where is everybody demographic? Where's everybody staying?
I have 4 in St. Louis, Missouri,
Okay.
and
It rains a lot there.
Yes, and I have 2 in Haiti.
Okay.
Back in my hometown, Petit Guave.
Okay.
And then I have 1 in Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
and
you're
1 in
here.
Chile. Yeah.
1 in Chile, and then
Yes,
you're here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You sure you counted for everybody?
Yeah.
4 in 4 in Seattle.
Yes.
And then you have 1 in Chile, 1
Yeah.
in Dominican Republic,
Yeah,
2 in
2 in
Haiti.
Haiti, yeah.
You're here.
Yes.
Okay.
We
and-
talk very often.
That's
talk,
good.
Yeah,
So
every
you guys are
time.
close to
Oh,
family.
sure, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the atmosphere in your office?
Very cordial. Everybody,
Yeah.
we are so happy.
Laid back.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yeah. So we don't work under pressure. We let everybody work. They do what they have to do professionally.
Mm-hmm.
But at the meantime, they have to be happy. But if you're not happy in the office, you cannot serve the client.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you gotta be happy first, and to make the client happy. And then, so that's why everybody, when they come to your house, when they come to the office, we say, okay, how do you feel today?
Yes.
We kept talking to the
You have
customer,
to.
how do you feel? So do you want some water? Do you want some juice? Do you want some coffee? We offer them. So most of
Do you
them,
have wine and
Yeah, sure,
alcohol?
sure.
Because that's why I'll
Sure.
go.
We offer them. So what do you want to take? So some cakes, we try to make everybody's happy. When you get into the office, you step into the office, you gotta be happy until you leave there.
So I like that you said when you started, you said you educate the people.
Mhm.
Because even with me, I consider myself to be an educated person. But car insurance is a beast.
Mhm.
And auto and home insurance is even a bigger beast.
Yeah.
But with our car insurance, a lot of times we don't really know what coverage we have
Mhm.
until we get into a car
Exactly,
accident.
exactly.
Or somebody hits you, then you're
Mhm.
like, there's no uninsured motorist, there's no this, there's no that. What can you tell people briefly,
Mhm.
because we don't have a lot of time,
Mhm.
what can you tell people briefly as to what they should look at if they're not coming to
To you, yeah.
for car insurance?
So, how we do it? When you come to my office, or if you have to go to any offices, or you gotta see any agent, when you sit down with the agent, you gotta ask, you gotta know what you're taking. What is your coverage? Is the responsibility of the agent to explain
Yes.
to the customer what do you have as coverage. As when the customer depends, most of the time they say, okay, I don't have money, okay, it's not only all about the money, it's about
yes.
what the coverage do you have.
Yes.
Once you know the coverage you have, now the money come after.
Yeah.
So now you have to educate the customer why you need to have that coverage, and if you have that coverage, what is that protect you for? So this is a whole process. We educate those before I sign the insurance, the car insurance for the customer. I educated first, that person first. I tell you, okay, this is what is a PIP, this is what is the coverage, body injury, this is what is it. Okay, so you, according to you, what do you want to take? So if you take this, this is what it's for. This is, if you take that, this is what coming with it. So this is the other way. Actually, when the person knows what it is, what is covered, why you take the insurance, and now finally say, okay, I know now, so I'm going for that.
Yeah.
So that's why now I said, okay, now you understand it. This is it. Okay, this is what we do. So this is what this is. When you go to an office, you gotta know what the coverage you have, and then why do you need that, the type of coverage. So this
and what
is
does it cover? What is it intact?
exactly
what is it covering?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So this is
So now, I know you're working on your Belgrade office. Delray office, you said, is laid back.
Yes.
How's West Palm? Do you go to West Palm, or is your partner in West Palm? How does
and
that work?
Orlando. Yes, my partner is in Orlando. Is Mr. Edward Artido. Edward Artido, I say hi to you. Though I know he's doing a big job over there. He's a mastermind. He's a mastermind. And then we collaborate. We work together. We have a very nice collaboration between me, Ed, and Ashley. We all three. So we do everything all together. If you don't know something, we call, hey, what is that? What we can do? We have that situation.
Yes.
What we supposed to do in that situation. So this is how we do the team. This is how we work. So, like I said, Ed is in Orlando. Ashley and I is in
Delray. You're taking care of Belgrade.
Yes, I am. Most of the time I am in Delray, but Ashley is everywhere.
He's all over.
Yeah, he's all over.
Ashley's all over.
Yes.
So Ashley's your floater.
Exactly.
Ed is in Orlando. You're in Delray.
Exactly.
Who's gonna cover Belgrade?
Belgrade is actually we're gonna find somebody to cover Belgrade. We have to find somebody to cover Belgrade. But Ashley, he's all over.
He's
but
all over. Maybe that's what works for him.
Exactly.
Because some people are some entrepreneurs cannot sit behind a desk.
Exactly.
That's why a lot of real estate agents, they don't want to become brokers because they still want to be in their car, out on the field, looking at houses, doing the deals.
Exactly.
They're shakers, you know. They like to be out and about.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's Ashley.
Yeah, don't ask him. Don't tell him to sit in the office.
Oh my God, you'll kill him.
That's the worst thing you can do to him.
Exactly. So I like that you have a team. I like that you guys have teamed up together. So
Yes.
I like that there's partnership.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I don't remember if it's Warren Buffett who said, if you want to get rich, you do it yourself.
Yes.
But if you want to get wealthy, you build a team.
Build a team, correct.
So
Yeah.
if I'm incorrect, please
No,
put in the comments who it is. But regardless, somebody famous with a lot of money said, if you want to get rich, you do it yourself. But if you want to get wealthy, wealthy means you have more than enough money. Your money's working for you while you sleep. You're making money. I know Warren Buffett said that. If you're not making money while you're sleeping, then you're not in the right business.
You're not making money.
You're not making money.
Business.
You're not in business. Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is your plan besides Belgrade? Do you guys aspire maybe to open another office, or what's the plan?
Yes, but we're going like step by step. Actually, when we finish with Belgrade, we have a focus on Miami.
Oh, so you're gonna go south?
Yes,
okay.
we focus on Miami because we already look around where we can have a place in Miami. But actually, just focus on Belgrade.
Yeah,
to finish
finish
it.
setting Belgrade up. Make sure you staff it. Make sure it's running.
Everything running, perfect, correct. So, and then we go elsewhere. This is what we're doing. As we have Delray and Orlando, this is the same process that we did. We start with Delray, we go to Orlando. As Orlando is working perfectly well, and then
I like that. And that's the way it is. That's the way you're supposed to grade. It's called scaling. That's how you're supposed to scale a business. It's like I have people that have 4, 5, 6 houses, rental properties. If you can't manage it and you have another job, some things are going to fall through the cracks.
Yes.
So you probably have to hire a property manager to manage the houses for you.
Correct.
But that means you're going to cut back on your profit.
You got to. If you want to make more, you got to share some.
Build a team. You got to share. Exactly. So tell me a little something about you that nobody knows about. Because people do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Yes. But what people doesn't know about me, people knows everything about me because I'm an open book.
I don't know everything about you. What page do I need to go to?
Yo, keep on opening the pages. Keep going, and then you'll find definitely.
What page? What page?
You know, I don't have any. I don't have side, so I'm an open guy. I'm open for everybody. You know, so I'm open to learn from people also. You know, so fine. This is me. This is me. I don't want. I cannot say anything. That I am someone special. No, I am an open guy, like you see, like everybody said, and then this is me.
Okay. So we know your grandfather played a very important role in your life.
Yes.
You said that your father passed away 2 years ago.
Yes, 2 years ago.
And your mom is still living. She's
Yes.
in Haiti.
No, she's in Dominican Republic with my sister.
Okay, she's with your sister in
Mhm,
DR.
mhm.
Okay, so what was the role that your dad played in your life?
My dad.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Oh man, my dad was the key of my character. You know, he is the one who doesn't play
Oh.
with the principle. He always says to me that one phrase that I still have now. He said, "When you're doing things the right way, don't worry about what is coming."
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Look at the camera. Look at
Yes,
the camera.
he said, when you're doing things the right way, don't worry about what is coming up.
I like that
Yeah.
because if your conscience is clean,
Yes.
your hands are clean,
Yeah.
you know you're doing the right thing, you're
Exactly.
doing it the right way.
Exactly. So, you know, I do remember when we were in Haiti. So, he used to wake us up at like 2 a.m. to study. We gotta finish studying at 5 a.m. At 5 a.m. we gotta go take shower. Go, you know, at this time we got the cold shower, you know, and then and then you go to school. You walk to go to school, and then in the afternoon you go back to school. You gotta go to gym or go to any sport that you like. You gotta do so. You gotta exercise.
So he
Yeah.
wakes you up at 2 a.m.
Yes, 2 a.m.
to study.
Yes.
5 o'clock you take a shower,
Hmm.
and then you
Yeah.
walk to school.
Yes, get ready to go to
You
school.
go to school all
Yes.
day till what time?
Yeah,
So like 12, 1?
Yeah, we one. I don't
And then you
remember.
come home?
Yeah, yes, you come home. So by 3, 4, you gotta take 1 hour break. When you go home by 1:32, you gotta take a break. You take a like 1 hour break.
That's your time
Yes.
to just chill, read
Yes,
a book, do
yes,
whatever.
yes,
I like
1
that.
hour break.
Okay.
So and then by 4,
There's a sport.
if you like playing volleyball, you go to volleyball. If you're playing football, soccer, you go to soccer.
Oh my God, I like that.
What you gotta go do it, and then by 6, 7, you go back home. And then by 6, 7, you go back home, you take shower, you get everything, you relax watching TV. By 9, 10, you go to bed. At 10, he doesn't want to see anybody.
All the lights are turned
Yes,
off.
nobody. You got it.
That's his
You got
son
it
with
to the
his
bed.
wife. So he can make baby number 9 and 10.
You got it.
I like that.
Yeah,
But that's
I
a
do
lot of
agree.
discipline.
Yes, yes.
So dad
Yes.
gave you that.
Mhm.
Today,
Yes.
you,
Oh.
what's your discipline? What's your schedule?
I guess I think it's the same thing for me.
But you're not up at 2
I'm not
in the
that.
morning.
Yeah, I'm not as straight as he was, as you know,
As rigid?
Exactly. But I still have the same mentality, the same character that I grew up with.
So you get
Yeah.
up in the morning, you
Mhm.
get your studies, you plan for your day, you
Yeah.
get your work done,
Exactly.
you relax for an hour or so.
Same-
And then, do you play sports?
Yeah, this is similar. Just yeah, I used to play soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to play soccer. It's the same thing that I'm still doing actually, and then the kids also doing the same thing at 6 a.m. I wake them up at 6 a.m. To get ready to go to take the bus to go to school at 7.
Oh my
You know,
God.
once they get home, take a break, eat for stuff, and then watch
TV.
watch a little TV. By 10, I don't want to see anybody.
So you mentioned kids. How
Yes.
many kids do you
I
have?
got 4 kids.
4 kids.
Yes.
What are their ages?
One 14, one 8, one 2, no, one 3, one 1.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have 14, 8,
Mhm.
2, and 1.
Yes.
So 14 and 8, you took a 6-year break. And then you have a 3-year-old, so
Yes.
that's 5 years.
Yes.
And then you have a back-to-back. Okay.
Here it
So
is.
that's why they were in bed at 10 o'clock, so you can...
This is
So,
it.
are you married?
Yes, I am.
So how long you been married?
19 years.
Nice,
Yes,
congratulations.
thank you.
So what does your wife do?
My wife is medical assistant.
Medical assistant. Okay.
Medical
And does she love what she does?
Yes,
Okay.
she does. She does. She like it.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so the kids are in bed at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
So what do you do when you're not working? I know you have the kids, you
Yeah.
have your wife, so you're
Mhm.
spending time with the family. But what do you do for you?
For me, what I always reading. I always have a book with me.
Okay.
Or if I don't have a book, I am on internet. Always do
Researching.
research. So
Okay.
that's my
that's
my
your
hobby.
fun?
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
my
hobby?
that's my hobby.
So you don't go to the gym, you don't play soccer anymore?
No, I don't go gym. No, but sometimes I walk. Like 2-3 miles and then go back home.
Okay.
But most of the time is reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, people do business with people they know.
Yes.
You know Jackie now. Hopefully you like him.
I hope
Because you
so.
know about his grandfather's discipline, you know about his father's structure, you know, oh mom, we didn't talk about mom.
Yes.
So mom kept the calm, huh?
Yes,
Mom was sneaking
yes,
around,
exactly.
giving you guys a break.
Anything that you got, any problem that you have,
Yeah,
you go
with
to
daddy,
mom.
you go to
You
You needed that.
Yeah,
You needed that.
So that's the way
Okay,
it
so
was.
mom was his pillow, she was his cushion.
Yes.
And then he's been married for 19 years. He's got 4 kids, 14, 8, 3, and 1. And what he does for fun is he reads and research. All right.
All right.
But I'm sure he didn't just do read and research because he has 4 kids. But anyways, his wife is a medical
Medical assistant.
assistant. So you have your nurse,
Yes.
you have your insurance. So you guys are taking
You
care
combine
of.
them, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. So the guys that you teamed up with, you guys grew up together. You guys are friends. What's the scoop?
Yes, actually we grew up together.
Okay.
So we went to school together since
Okay.
we're 12. We go to
Okay.
school together, and then until now we always together.
Wow.
Always since we were 12,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
then until now.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
and then how did Ed come into the picture?
Ed is where Ashley friend.
Okay.
And then when I was in Haiti, when Ashley met Ed, and then he saw that he was a good guy,
Okay.
and then Ashley said, and then we start hanging out, as friends, and then from then. And then when I come back here, I met Ed, so we,
You guys develop a team.
Exactly. And
I
then
love that.
this
I
is
love
it.
that.
Yeah.
And so I want to say to you ladies, especially ladies, I see that a lot of men can get together, they can collaborate and have businesses together. And the businesses work. How long you guys been in business together?
Oh, for 4 years.
For 4 years.
For 4 years, yes.
Okay. And in 4 years you guys have 3 locations.
Yes.
That is big.
Yeah.
That is big.
Yeah, thank you.
So 4 years, hold on, we're in 2025, 4
Yeah.
years, that's 2021.
Yes, 2021,
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah,
Yes.
wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to ask them on camera if they're making money, because if they weren't making money, they wouldn't have opened Orlando and now
And now open
Delray,
Belgrade.
and then looking at Miami, okay? So what I want to say to my ladies is that we need to stop being petty. We need to stop looking at each other's hair, nails, and how you dress, the car you drive.
Yes.
Look at the brain. Look at the heart. If you have somebody in your life who trusts you, who cares about you, someone who wants to see the best for you, and you, vice versa, want the best for them, team up, collaborate, do something together. And if you don't know how to put it all together, give me a call, because we're business coaches. That's what we do. We can help you. But most importantly, look at people like Jackie and Ed and Ashley that got together and they decided, hey, we're going to open this. We're going to make sure that when people come into our office, the health insurance is covered, life insurance is covered, car is covered, home is covered, immigration is covered, and we'll notarize the document. And anything else that they need, like a business coach, a business consultant, or an accountant, they'll refer them to me. Just like they refer all the translation to their next door neighbor, okay?
Exactly.
And that's how we're going to keep our community sustainable.
Exactly.
Because we make a lot of money in our community. We just don't spend the money in our community.
That's right.
We go to the Asians to get our nails done.
Yeah.
We go buy all the fake hair at somebody
Yeah.
else's store. We go to Presidente to buy
exactly.
to buy all the groceries when we got Haitian grocery market.
Yeah, so that's why
know?
that's why our community look like
We're poor.
like that, because we don't invest, we don't
In
spend
our own
money.
community.
The money need to move in our community.
Within our
But
community.
If we don't do that, look at the Jewish. That's why the Jewish are like
Yes.
that.
They're successful.
They money. They invest their money in their community. If you have something, they're not gonna take it from you. They're gonna find out if there's no Jewish in
Nobody,
the area.
then
they
they'll
will
come.
take.
Yep.
So why cannot we do with that?
Their real estate agent, their real estate broker,
Sure.
their attorney,
They cover
their
everything.
accountant, their doctor, their nurse, their house cleaning. They might do house cleaning with somebody else.
Yeah.
But everything that's going to circulate the money within their
Yes.
community and keep the wealth there,
Exactly.
they do it within
Exactly.
themselves.
Mhm.
So take a page from their book. I'm just saying. But with that said, when our people do come to us for service, we need to be courteous.
Yes.
We need to be kind. We need to be respectful.
Correct.
We need to be knowledgeable.
Correct.
And we need to give them proper service.
Exactly. So that they need that. So if you have a customer come to your office and you see it doesn't come for a second time, you gotta
Call
keep
them.
questioning
Find out.
first of all, questioning yourself why it doesn't come back.
Yes.
There's something wrong.
Yes.
Okay. So now when you start questioning yourself, you give them a call.
Yes.
Try to know what is going on.
Yes.
Is there something that I can fix if I make the
Yes.
mistake? So
Yes.
I'm here to help. I'm
Yes.
here to fix. I'm here
Yes.
to learn. Because you gotta put yourself down to try to keep learning from the people.
Let me tell you
So-
something. It costs less money to keep your current customer
Correct.
than it is to go get a new customer.
Exactly.
And your current customer, if they're so happy with you, they're going to tell other people.
Correct.
So with that said, I need my people to do a better job at telling other people,
Correct.
because sometimes they want to keep me as the best kept secret. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Share me.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm going to make time for you. I'm not going to be so busy that I don't have time for you. But share me. And when I do have a team, I have assistants. I have an executive assistant. I have an administrative assistant. I have a couple of tax preparers in the office. When they call you and they're talking to you, believe me, I've vetted them already. So give them the information they need.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk to me. This one me.
Yeah, most of the time they do that. They want to talk to the
Just to you.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, you gotta tell them, okay, the office is yours. You can
Yes,
talk to anybody. If you
anybody.
have something special to tell me, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
But the office, everybody can do what I'm doing actually. You know, but most of the time they don't see it that way.
You know what's
That's why I
funny?
keep you that busy also.
Yes. You know what's funny? If they don't want to talk to them, they say, oh, it's a personal matter. And I tell my assistant, I said, listen,
Yes.
personal matter is not being discussed at this phone number or in the office. I said nothing is personal in here, okay? But yeah, and I understand that. It's because they respect you. I've been in business since 96.
Okay,
So there's
right.
people that have been with me that long.
Yes.
A lot of them retired, so I thank my retirees. And a lot of them have moved back home to
Okay,
Haiti.
right.
And I have a couple clients that moved to Colombia.
Right.
I have a couple that moved back to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So I get that. And every so often, yesterday I got a phone call from a lady that said, oh, I got your number from Snow. Snow hasn't been my client in I don't know how many years. But she still referred someone to me.
Because that person had good service. From
She
you.
moved, I don't want to say she moved to Seattle, but she moved Midwest or out west, West Coast, and I told her, oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to learn the laws there.
Yeah.
And so, but every so often she's like, Darlene, I want to do this, this, and that. What do you think? She's like, send me a bill.
Yeah.
Because she knows I'm going to charge her.
Yes.
Because she doesn't want to Google it, because she's like, when she's on Google, she doesn't know who's really giving her the answer. But she knows with me, if I don't know it, I'm going to research it,
Correct.
and I know where to research
Correct.
it
Exactly.
to give her the information.
Correct.
So when I spoke with the lady, I said, Snow? She's like, yeah. I said, wow. She's like, yeah, she still does hair and nails. And I'm like, Snow? She's like, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm just shocked. Because she hasn't been my client for a long time.
Yeah.
She's like, she's always talking about you.
Uh-huh.
That meant so much
yes,
to
that
me.
it makes you happy also.
Yes.
That's make you say to yourself that you did a good job.
Yes.
That's where come from. That's where your happiness comes
Yes,
from. Also,
yes. So we love compliments. My head will not get big. The Haitian culture like to say, oh, I don't want to give you compliments so you don't get a big head.
Yeah.
My head will not get big. It's already big. You
Yeah.
can make it any bigger than it is. It's already big. But give us a
as a
compliment.
professional, that's not make your head big.
No,
that's
I know.
that's make you feel that you are actually doing a good job.
And it pushes us to go learn more.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so very much. Most importantly, I thank you, my guest, Jackie Pompee.
Thank you.
So you're going to look into the camera. You're going to tell everybody your name, your business name, your address, phone number, and then you'll tell them about the other location. So look into your camera.
All right. I am Jackie Pompee, and my office is located in Delray. It's a 1483 South Congress Avenue, Delray Beach, Florida 33445. And we have another office in Orlando also. And you can call Mr. Ed. So I don't have that number in my house. I'm sorry for that.
And then Belgrade is not open
yeah,
yet.
Belgrade is not
so
open
give your Delray
yet.
phone number. They can reach
Yes.
you in Delray, and you can give Orlando's number.
Yes, so you can, yeah, my Delray number is 561-894-0333. 561-894-0333.
Thank you so very much for dropping everything and adhering to my call and for being here. It was great getting to know so much about you.
I have to thank you first, because it's kind of like an opportunity to be in your platform, this platform that I know that you have millions of people that
Lord,
listen.
millions. You guys see that?
Seeing
You guys better share this so I can have my million people.
I know that, and then I have to thank you for that opportunity, and we are here anything, so I'll be always available like I am now today for you to come to your platform and then to share my knowledge to your people. And if they have any question, they can call you or they can call my office. I have people working there from 9 to 6, so they can answer any question. If they don't have the answer, we will find the answer for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
we don't know everything.
Exactly. But one thing we do know, we know where to get the answer that we.
I remember. I can't remember who said this, but I watch a lot of documentaries. It says, I don't know everything, but I pay people that have more knowledge than me to get me what I need.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for streaming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. It was Real Talk with Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. I am Darlene PIERRE-LOUIS. Have a great day on purpose.